Chapter 2. Breaking the promise I made to myself. "Come on, hurry." I patted the side of Pebbles' neck, encouraging her to run faster and faster. Although she was doing her best, it just wasn't enough for me right now. Frankly, no speed would satisfy me at this moment. We were fleeing from Ratai. No idea where to. I just had to clear my mind. I need to forget. At least for one moment, I want to forget. How I wish I never had to run away from Scarlet. How I wish I had never met him, never agreed to deliver the message with him. The wind was whistling and squealing in my ears, as if hundreds of Melusines were laughing at me right into my ear. They were mocking my foolishness and gullibility. The humming of the deep forest was mercilessly reminding me of every damn time I accompanied him on his beloved hunting trips. Just run. Run, Pebbles. Take me wherever. The only condition is it being far away. In the back of my mind, I hated myself for running away right now. I know what I had promised to myself, to never run away again. I lost everything because I wasn't brave and strong enough. Yet look at me now. What a pathetic, good-for-nothing coward I still am. And I really thought I had changed for the better, haven't I? This time, I'm not even losing someone I love. At least not for good. Or maybe I am. How different is this really? When then in Scarlet I lost my family forever, but now I'm losing someone who felt like the other half of my soul just for him to hunt me like a ghost with his cold presence. We finally got to the meadows and fields near Užice. Water droplets began to softly hit my face. Not so long after, I was fully drenched and the dirt path turned to mud. Pebbles rather quickly started to show her discomfort and slowed down, waving her head from side to side. I dismounted, took a few short steps, and promptly plopped my sad existence into the wet grass back first, squinting my eyes as more drops hit my face. I closed them. What am I even doing? I haven't felt this lost since the day I fled from Scarlet. I felt rage, not towards Hans, but towards the whole world. I still can't get it out of my head. His handsome, stupid face giving me the damned stone-cold stare, again and again. I'm trying my best not to blame him. I know very well his noble duties take priority. Still, I naively thought I would be the one he'll choose over them. How foolish of me indeed. I let out a big sigh and put my palms over my face, taking a moment to calm myself down. I need to think everything through. Even if I am royally pissed off with him, I don't want him to worry when he has such a big event ahead of him right now. I know I should get back and offer a helping hand like I always do. I can't leave him stranded just because he made a choice he had to make. I know I shouldn't be blaming him, of all people, but can I not be selfish just for once? Is it really such a sin to wish to be happy? Suddenly I heard the trampling of horses getting closer and closer. They sounded hurried, but I planned on paying them no mind. People rush all the time. I just did so myself, and I don't even have anywhere to be. What finally got me to open my eyes was the neighing and whining of Pebbles. I shut up at last, examining the situation, my hand instinctively grabbing the grip of my sword. I only managed to catch a glimpse of Pebbles disappearing in the distance, an arrow sticking out of her back. "Shit," I uttered as I finally got on my feet, the sound of hooves hitting the muddy ground almost catching up to me already. Cumans, 3 of them, one with a polearm ready for it to go right through in between my eyes. I managed to duck right before the metal spike ended my story forever, the sound of metal scraping against metal making me aware of the nearness of my own death. I had no time to waste, and I knew what I had to do. The majestic animal whimpered and whined as the blade sliced through its guts, giving it no other option but to shake off the human-shaped load. I promptly stabbed right through the good-for-nothing's neck as he was laying there, now defenseless. I took a few quick steps back, swiftly pulling a bottle of poison out of my waist pouch. With no time to lose, I smacked it against the blade. The bottle shattered into bits with an audible crack. The remaining 2, visibly unhappy with what I had done to their friend, were ready to strike again. still in the saddles of the horses. The sound of blades swinging through the air hit my ear as I went for a stab right into the right human's stomach, though I only managed to barely scrape his skin through the clothes while I got the full blow in my arm, blood splashing on us both. He groaned, but for me there was no time to do so. The other human had decided to take the advantage of the situation by taking a swing against my back. I managed to duck in time again. I sprung up again and swung my sword, cutting the human's leg and the horse's side in one go. Furious Hungarian screams ensued. The horse wasn't very happy about it either. With that, the second human was down from his saddle. A classic sword fight broke out. The clanking of two swords colliding filled my ears. Our swords wedged for a moment before I outmuscled him and pushed him back. Before he knew what hit him, I slit his throat with one final swing. The eyes of the last human mine met. I let out a roaring battle cry as I raced towards him, fully intending to finish him for good. Though he wasn't as brave, he quickly hurried his horse and took off into the distant forest. I let go of my sword and fell to my knees, breathing heavily and still trying to comprehend what had just happened. A quick look around made me aware of the puddle of blood I was sitting in. I prayed to God that the last one won't come back with more backup. That would surely be the end of me in this state. While wrapping the bandage around my arm, I'd noticed tiny splashes of liquid on my sleeves. The unmistakable smell of thistle and herb Paris. It was the poison I had used during the fight, though there was not much of it, so I'll probably be fine. The two of them weren't even carrying anything of use. A few groschen, but what is it to someone whose happiness can't be bought with money? Whose happiness was never meant to be? Oh, you blonde devil, why won't you get out of my head? Even now, when I almost faced death, that bastard of a noble was still on my mind. Me and the lifeless body sat there in silence. Well, not like any of them could break it anyway. I knew I should go after Peppers, but I couldn't get myself to get up, to do anything. Oh, Hans, what have you done to me? How I wish you weren't so charming. How I wish I hadn't fallen into the trap you call love.